Well, hunter, fisher, trapper, trader, guide, scout, and interpreter, and country cook, Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, with my new little toy. I went to Lowe's and got one of these little Char-Griller egg-style cookers. And I got to choke it down now because it already hit 250, and I kind of want to do low and slow on this bird that's inside. I'll show you some more stuff here in just a second. But this has got a they're porcelain lined and stuff, so they hold heat a long time, and they use lump charcoal. Here's a bag of it sitting right here, and this is all natural hardwood lump charcoal. No fillers, no sawdust, no glues, no nothing like briquettes have, and man, it smells so fabulous. Now you can go to Char-Griller, even though there's a dash in it here. Just go to Char-Griller.com and you'll see all their goodies and their different cookers. But this particular cooker here is $369. I know that sounds inexpensive when you start comparing it with those big green eggs and all that kind of stuff, and it virtually does the same thing. Now you're going to get a lot of people say no, it doesn't, but I've had a lot of great reports from different people that said, man, these cook great. And I bought it at Lowe's, and it was only $299 at Lowe's. So even though it's $369 online, and let me show you what I got in here. I went back to Lowe's, and for $34 I bought that little smoking plate that goes in there. That makes the heat so it can't come up and burn your food, makes it come out in these 3 different areas around the side and goes around your turkey or your chicken or whatever. Now I got a yummy little chicken in here right now, and obviously you can tell we live by the airport. And on top of that smoking plate, of course, down underneath there I got all that pile of charcoal. I lit it, opened up the vent at the bottom wide open, opened up the cap at the top the wide open, and let it go ahead. First I started it with one of them little round starter discs, so you don't ever use any fluid on that lump charcoal. That just kind of defeats the purpose of the all natural. In fact, it's a little fire starters. They look like little hockey pucks, and they're all natural, and says just one is all it takes, and they ain't kidding. I notice my little chicken, he's got his leg tucked here the wrong way. Hold on a second. There he is. Make him straighten up his act. So don't take me long to look at a horseshoe. But anyway, so I put that little hockey puck down in there, covered it with coal, lit it, and within 10 minutes with the lid open, it had all cherry glowing right in the middle. So then I closed it just like the directions said, opened the top vent wide open and the bottom vent wide open, and the vent on the bottom, it cranks open quite a ways or all the way down. Now the top vent obviously is the same thing. It opens all the way up or all the way shut, but it also has these neat little notches. It's got some little notches on each one, so you can just crack it and let a little air in there. Now I've had it open, so it's back down to 200, but I'm going to cook it kind of low and slow at about 250 degrees on this chicken for about 4 or 5 hours. And I've also got a wireless, not totally wireless, the probe goes in the chicken, the unit sits out here, but the other handheld part goes inside, and you can sit and watch the football game or whatever until your alarm goes off when the internal temperature on your chicken is, say, 163 or whatever you like to cook it to. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and open these vents just a little bit, and let me continue telling you what I was going to tell you on the inside here. There's a little pan I sat on that, it's just neat, fits right between that. Some people use little aluminum ones, but I got a little Teflon one. It goes on top that, on that stone, and in there I got a stick of butter and some lemon juice and some garlic and mostly water just for moisture. And this chicken is propped up on one of those, I got it at Basspro, that's why it says Basspro on there. It's a porcelain tube that starts wide at the bottom, then goes necks up. It's like one of them beer can cookers. You could pour, I don't pour any beer in there, but I pour in some onions and some garlic and some butter and some lemon juice, and then filled it with water there, and then set the bird on top of it. So that's going to help keep the inside moist. The water down here coming around is going to help keep the outside moist. I got him all rubbed down with some nice chicken rub. I kind of kept the necks and the heart and the gizzard. I'll pluck them out about halfway through the cooking. and eat it. But we're going to shut the lid on this thing, and then I will have a part 2 of the cooking process when it's all done and ready to go into the kitchen. But that's that new Char-Griller egg style grill. It's got like a little lining around here that seals, and if you really want to, you can flip this latch down here and lock it, but I just kind of let the weight of the lid sit on there. And we're going to cook it back up to about 250 degrees and get that chicken going, and I got it at Lowe's for $299. So I was really happy. Got a cover for I think 34 bucks. That stone inside was only like $34, and that's pretty cheap when the same size cooker in, because it says Big Green Egg on it, is like $2,000. So, or at least $1,200 for the one, I think the medium size. But this will do about 20 hamburgers or about 7 steaks and all the above, and a turkey for sure, and a chicken for sure, because I got one in there. So, but anyway, see you all in Nashville, Tennessee, and we'll give you an update. And look at this, it already, just by closing a little bit, it had already jumped from 200 and it's coming up on 250 pretty quick. So I'm gonna have to neck this down to just to a crack. And here's the thing, if you stoke the bottom of this with lump charcoal, light it and get it gold red, and then choke it down, they say they'll burn clear up to like 24 hours. Now I don't know if that's true, but they'll definitely burn all night long. Some guys fire them up at 10 o'clock, put a turkey in there, choke it clear down to 200 degrees, and it only takes just a crack of air down at the bottom to keep them coals going. And that lump charcoal burns all night long, and you could do like I don't know if you'd do a turkey that long, but you could certainly do a brisket or a roast or something you want to really tenderize and smoke. And then of course I also took excuse me, a little bag of applewood chips. Now some people soak them in water for about an hour or two before they put them on, and it helps them last a little longer. I just took a handful and threw them on top of the coals, and boy, the smoke came out, and that's enough for me because I don't like real thick smoked meat, but I do want a little flavor there. So, and I should also mention, I'll help cool it down because it's already up to about 270. Underneath this top thing is a little round plate. So if you're cooking steaks and you don't have that other thing in there, or I guess you could still kind of cheat them to the side, there's a little metal plate. Let me go ahead and see if I can move it here for you. There's a little metal plate under here. And one thing I like about this particular grill as opposed to the Big Green Egg, the Big Green Egg just has a regular barbecue grill grate on top. This is all cast iron, like Lodge cookware. You had to wash it with soap and water and then dry it out and then cover it with cooking oil and then season it in here at 400 degrees for about an hour and a half. And that's what I did. And then it's got this little cast iron hook that goes under here, and obviously you can lift this little center plate out and add charcoal. I keep saying charcoal, but lump coal as you need it. So it is a slick cooker all in all. Let's get that bird back under the lid. I'm going to go get my little digital thermometer and stick in him here in a little bit. Then we're going to see if we can't bring him up to about 165 degrees and throw him on the kitchen table. This is Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee, saying I hope this is helpful. Talk to you on the second portion of it. Bye-bye.